So this Skyline R34 behind me isn't bad, but it needs a lot of work. So relatively clean across the body. These headlights are pretty worked, which I'll do a video on for you after this one. But for today, we're gonna get some hot, humid Japanese butt stains out of this car. All right, my apologies for the poor audio quality, but we're investing in a microphone to fix that going forward. But what you see in front of you is a R34 Skyline GTT. So this is a turbo version, but it's not the GTR, right? So RB25 turbo rear wheel drive. Fairly clean example. This still will be going into body and paint and eventually be up for sale. But what seems to be a very common occurrence with all the Japanese cars that come my way is this. So I would say, granted, just the humidity and the decades of driving in these vehicles with cloth light interior, we wind up with all this butt juice staining. Not too bad in the back, but it does have it in the back as well. And then the driver's seat, super worked. But I'll be walking you through a process. It's not the process, but it's a process that I use to be able to pull those stains. If we have time to do it, we'll get up into this headliner area as well. That looks like it's not too bad, but you'll see once we start extracting it, that the color underneath is entirely different than what you see. And here's the tools. So in order of operations here, ProChem Heavy Artillery is the agent that I use. Nothing super abrasive, definitely good to get the job done, but I'm not too worried about damaging anything with that older upholstery. This is just a little portable Bissell little green extractor. You mix this up in a 10-to-1 solution. I use this drill brush and this heat along with each other. So I put steam on there after I've let that chemical saturate the fibers for a while. And we'll kind of just show you how we do it. So I'll turn this camera over to the seat and we'll get to work. So I'll get you a real good close-up of that right before we start working. So step one for me is I'm just gonna get a little bit of steam on here just to kind of loosen up some of that material, hopefully some of that dirt and grime that's stuck in there. Then I'm gonna saturate this whole area with that chemical mix that we have before I start working that with the drill brush. All right, so now we're gonna spray that that cleaning solution on there, and we'll let it sit for just a bit. So now I'm gonna hit this with some more steam, and we're gonna follow that up with the drill brush right behind it. And next we run this little extractor and suck all the juice up. And there's a couple little troubled spots right here and right here. I'll probably work with a little bit more abrasive cleaner. But outside of that, we're looking 100 times better. Similarly, right here, this little spot, where we'll come back with a little bit more abrasive cleaner. So if there's more troubled little spots that were there, I actually started working on one already. I'm just using a little spot cleaner. There's all kinds of them in the market. This is actually my buddy's carpet cleaning company. So he hooks me up with these sometimes. So all you do on these, I just dab it on a cloth and just work it in by hand. So I don't want to oversaturate anything with this. It's kind of the opposite of what we were doing earlier. So once I have that cleaner on there, I'm really just gonna start working that spot by hand. I think for most people, they wouldn't even notice. There you go. Now on to this other side. So this isn't as bad, thankfully. I mean, the bottom's pretty worked. You can't really see it too much. There you go. So this could just be some of the material failing too, where some of that's not really gonna come out, but definitely you can see the stains and stuff right there. But just rinse and repeat. So same thing here. It'll be the same thing on the back seats. Same thing up here in the headliner. All right, it's a little later, but let me show you what we sucked out of these seats. That's some nasty, nasty stuff. It's thick. I'll get you a little view in here. Nice and clean now. Go around to this other side. So these seats still aren't perfect, but at least now they're clean. And that's one of the big things too, like getting into another car, like making sure that you don't have somebody else's funk on you. So I'm gonna pull all this center out, get that all cleaned up, probably get it resprayed, and then we'll work on this. But for the next one, will be these headlights. So really add to that curb appeal. And if there's anything you guys wanna see, let me know in the comments. And we'll start working on that. Even if it's just a walk around, let me know.